What would be my advice to someone thinking about running for office? I'd tell them don't do it. That's only partially true. The advice I would give them would be the same advice that I was given when I was going into ministry for the first time. The advice that I got when going into ministry was that ministry is great. And if you are a gifted speaker or preacher, and somebody besides you and your mama agree that you can preach, and if you stay up at night and can't shake that feeling that you need to preach and be in a pulpit and be a pastor, then go ahead and do it. However, if it's not your passion, if it's not what drives you, if it's not what keeps you up at night, if you can do anything else well, if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a carpenter, plumber, if you can do anything else besides preach and be happy, or besides being a pastor and be happy, go ahead and do that. Don't preach. Because again, preaching is like I described campaigning. It's lonely. There are very few people that can understand you. It takes a toll on your mental stability. It takes a toll on your health. It takes a toll on your family. There's a lot of things that go along with it that if you don't have to endure, you shouldn't go through the process and try to endure that. But if it keeps you up at night, if it won't let you go, if it grabs a hold of you and won't let you go, and if there's nothing else you want to do besides that, then go ahead and do it. But I would encourage most people to try to be the change that you want to see and try to make the change that you want to see without running for office. Because when you run for office, there are certain things that you have to do in a certain way. You know, there's a certain way that money needs to be raised and reported and spent. There are certain things that you can do, certain things that you can't do. There are certain things that you can say, certain things that you can't say. There are certain things that you will be involved in that you can't disinvolve yourself from. And so it's really not only a huge responsibility, it sometimes becomes a burden. But again, if that is your passion and you can't see yourself doing anything else, then go ahead and do it. But if you can make the changes in your community that you want to see without running for office, I would advise you to do that 100% every time.